Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the iPhone 12 mini and compare it against the iPhone SE 3, the 2022 model of this phone, and see if, which one is, the one worth buying here. Now, the first thing I can definitely tell you when it comes down to both these types of devices is that with something like the iPhone SE 3, this is a very, very decent phone. I like this phone. But the iPhone 12 mini is also a very good device. I like that phone a lot too. So I guess we're just going to have to kind of wait and see which one is the better one here. But if you want to pick up either one of these phones, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these phones, the iPhone SE 3 on the front of this particular device has a 4.7-inch Retina IPS panel on it. And it's a fairly average panel. There's not really anything super crazy going on with it. There were some issues with this panel that a lot of people had, including myself. I just feel like it just doesn't look that good. And for the price of this phone, I feel like it is severely overpriced for what you're getting. So I kind of felt like that was kind of an issue there. Not the biggest deal in the world, but that is just one thing and one type of experience that you're kind of getting if you're going through and getting this type of phone. With the iPhone 12 mini, this is a smaller phone, but it also looks really, really nice. This phone on the front is giving you a 5.4-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display. So a significantly better panel in almost every single way you can imagine inside of the iPhone 12 mini. And with that gesture design, you're basically able to swipe up and use that, way of living rather than having to go through and constantly click that home button over and over and over again. So I kind of do feel like that in and of itself was another really nice thing going on for that phone. And when it comes down to the iPhone SE, 3 side, it's a humongous advantage that you're getting with that type of device. So it definitely gets a thumbs up for me for sure. Now, on top of that, they both are giving you lightning ports, flat side on the 12 mini, SE3's curved side, glass backs, and their camera setups, which we'll talk about in a second. You're still getting wireless charging, IP certification, things like that between both phones. Nothing super crazy though, but I'm a big fan of the way both these phones look, and they still look and feel and perform very, very well for the most part. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there for the most part. Now from the camera side, this is also a very big difference here. So with the iPhone, SE3, you're getting the single camera setup. It's a good camera for the most part. There's nothing really crazy going on with it. The 12 mini is giving you a dual camera setup, 4K at 60 on the front and the back of the iPhone 12 mini, whereas on the SE3, it's only giving you a wide angle camera on the back. So that right there is already kind of a disadvantage if I'm being honest with a phone like that. But on top of that, with the iPhone 12 mini, you're probably going to be getting just a better overall camera. So having that type of capability in and of itself for me is a really big advantage. And I do think that in and of itself is a really big reason why I look at something like the iPhone 12 mini, and I am a really, really big fan of that type of camera when it comes down to it. So from that side, I would say the 12 mini definitely wins here without a doubt. Now on top of that, another very big thing here, going on too, is the fact that with the phone like the iPhone SE, 3, it is probably going to be lasting a little bit longer than the iPhone 12 mini. The 12 mini has a little bit of a different type of chipset, it's a little bit older than the iPhone SE 3. So the main advantage you're going to be getting inside of the SE 3 is that it is going to be giving you that newer chipset, which is really nice. So I do think this in and of itself, once again, is a super, super nice thing to have. And with the iPhone, SE3, right, this is a very, very big thing, right? The fact that it's going to be lasting longer. I'll say also when it comes down to the performance, the iPhone SE3 is giving you the Apple A15 body chip inside of it with 4 gigabytes of RAM, where the iPhone 12 mini is going to be giving you that, Apple A14 body chip inside of it with 4. So I kind of feel like when it comes down to that side, a phone like the iPhone SE3 is probably going to be the faster one when the apps are loaded, but I still feel like the smoother and faster experience, or the smoother experience at least, is going to be on the iPhone 12 mini, just because you can swipe upon those gestures and get a little bit of a better, smoother experience that way. So when it comes down to both these phones in 2024, I would probably imagine that the iPhone 12 mini is the one I'd recommend a majority of people to buy, just because that is a phone that you can go and pick up, and it is a little bit of an easier phone, I think, just to buy, and is a cheaper phone on the used market than the SE3. The SE3, I think, is severely overpriced for what you're getting. I really don't understand why you'd want to buy a phone like that, and I do think it makes so much more sense to go and buy something like an iPhone 12 mini than an iPhone SE3. So in terms of that kind of covers it up here for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.